Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Apologies for the background noise, it's my air conditioner. Today I'm ranking and reviewing Wind and Wuthering by Genesis. Wind and Wuthering is the 8th studio album by the English progressive rock band Genesis. It was released on December 17th, 1976 on Charisma Records, and is their last studio album to feature guitarist Steve Hackett. Goodbye, Steve, and thank you so much for your work in Genesis all those years. And it's really sad the way that the other members of the band treated you, because you definitely were and are a great guitarist, and you needed to be heard more on the Genesis albums. Told them. The album received a positive response from critics and contributed to the band's growing popularity in the US. It reached number 7 in the UK and number 26 in the US, and sold steadily. The single, Your Own Special Way, was the band's first charting single in the US, reaching number 62. The band's 1977 tour, their last with Hackett, was their first with Chester Thompson, hired as their live drummer. The group rehearsed Hackett's Please Don't Touch for Wind and Wuthering, but decided not to record it after Collins felt he couldn't get behind the song. Way to go, Phil. The group picked What Gorilla in its place. Hackett later recorded the song for his solo album of the same name. First thing I want to say is on my last review for A Trick of the Tail, somebody left a comment. I deleted it because just his attitude. He was saying that because all I said about Phil Collins on that particular album was he didn't sound confident in his vocals. Otherwise, he's a fine singer and a damn good drummer, an underrated drummer. And then, so he said, I have a bias against Phil Collins. And then at the end he said, do better. So I'm going to try and do better with this video. Some people. So as I've said before, there are some Genesis albums, even their later ones, some of them I know fairly well and others not at all. And this one I kind of knew, but I definitely need to listen to it a few more times before reviewing and ranking this. And I listened to it, I think, 5 times at least. And it's gone up from me finally taking the time to really soak it all in. I'll say the production sounds great to me. It's an A+. You know, I don't have the greatest sound system. I have a portable CD player, and I can play music on my computer, but it's not the greatest sound quality. But for what I have, it sounds great. The album cover, you know, when you first look at it, it's maybe not the most outstanding album cover of all time, but the thing is, there are just some album covers that capture the music within, and this one really does. So I give it an A+. I really like it. And then the back. My 3 favorite songs: the opening track, 11th Earl of Mar, with some great guitar work by Steve Hackett. And then, I mean, I like basically all of the songs a lot. But I've chosen Your Own Special Way, which sounds like the future of Genesis, with them going in a much more pop-oriented commercial route. But it's a great song. It's a lovely song, and Phil sings it great. The other thing about Phil Collins is he sounds more confident on this album. I was reading, even for this album and the next one, I was reading reviews that Phil Collins was still not sounding too confident. I think starting with this album, he sounds basically like good old Phil Collins with a lot more confidence. I think, you know, doing the live shows before recording this album really helped. So Your Own Special Way is just great. I love it. But I think my favorite song on the whole album, and at some point I want to do a top 10 underrated Genesis songs list. The final song, Afterglow, is gorgeous. Excellent vocals by Phil Collins, and it's just a beautiful song. Now the 7th and 8th tracks on the album, Unquiet Slumbers for the Sleepers, ... and then ... for number 8, In That Quiet Earth. They're actually one song, but I was reading up that they wanted to give Steve Hackett more writing credits, so they split the song in 2. So it's basically one song, but it doesn't matter. It's a really nice instrumental, both of them, but I love the way it flows into the final track, Afterglow. My least favorite is the instrumental What Gorilla. It's good though, I really enjoy it. But the thing is, I also heard for the first time Steve Hackett's Please Don't Touch. It's got some really nice guitar work in it, and it's sad that you know, they didn't respect Steve more and at least put that song on the album, because a lot of these are more keyboard based than guitar based. Not that there is some really nice guitar work by Steve Hackett on this album, but it's more keyboard oriented, and I just yeah, it kind of bugs me, and it probably bugs some other Genesis fans. Even with Seconds Out, supposedly they kind of buried his guitar work in the mix, and he just left the band. Good for you, Steve. And yeah, that's it. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else to say about this. Yeah, One for the Vine is excellent. I love that. A lot of these, I love all of the songs basically, is what I'm trying to say. Even the instrumental, What Gorilla. All in a Mouse's Night. I know that Tony Banks wasn't that happy with the lyrics, but as usual, it doesn't take away from a great song. And I actually am ready, right after this video, I'm going to be reviewing And Then There Were Three, because I'm more familiar with it than Wind and Wuthering, although I did listen to it last night again. So stay tuned for that in the next day or so. Oh, it'd be funny if I forgot the rankings. So, in my rankings, I'm giving Wind and Wuthering A-, and it is in 5th place so far in the rankings. And I would love your thoughts on Wind and Wuthering in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.